Hey friends, it's Charles Horger of First Baptist Church. There's something I wanted to talk about. And first, let's start about how in the first century the Jewish people looked at women. Women were not very respected at all. Actually, in the first century, I was taught in seminary that a Jewish man could divorce his wife if she cooked one bad meal. One bad meal. He could divorce her. So that should give you an idea about how women were looked at and how women were treated and how they didn't have very many rights. Now, we can also see, in the book of Talmud, the Talmud is the Jews went by the Old Testament and the Talmud, and the Talmud reflects how the Jewish people looked at women. So the Talmud says, "Sooner let the words of the law be burnt than delivered to a woman, than delivered to women." Wow. The Talmud says, "The world cannot exist without males and without females. Happy is he whose children are males, and woe to him whose children are females." These aren't glowing things about women, are they? It's showing how it seems like they're being treated almost lower than slaves. And Josephus, a Jewish historian, he said, "But let not the testimony of women be admitted on account of the levity and boldness of their sex, nor let servants be admitted to give testimony on account for their ignobility of their soul, since it is probable that they may not speak truth either out of hope of gain or fear of punishment." Wow. Well, that brings up another point, that women couldn't even testify in court. So I'm bringing up this about women because I want to ask you something. If Jesus Christ did not truly resurrect, if there were some masterminds behind this faith that made it a myth, and the myth kind of elaborated into something that people would take more seriously, well, the people that started it, if they wanted any claim of credibility at all, why would women be the first witnesses to Jesus' resurrection? The Bible's clear that women were the first witnesses of Jesus' resurrection. Why would someone who could not even testify in court, why would someone who could be divorced for cooking a bad meal be the first witnesses of Jesus Christ's resurrection? If you were making up a faith, you wouldn't put that in. The only reason why women were the first witnesses, why the Bible says that women were the first witnesses, is because it's true. That's what happened. And the Bible reports what really happened. Because if Christianity was made up in any way, you better believe that that would be a part that would be radically changed. Friends, there are many different there's many different reasons that we know Jesus Christ resurrected. And this is one of the ways. Because women were the first witnesses. Now our churches depend on women. Now, where would our churches be without women? Men have really not done. The men in our generation aren't acting upon their calling. God calls men to be far more than they are, and we are lucky women have done so much. But in the first century, women had no respect, no credibility. If you were going to make a religion, if you were going to make a faith, or even make a myth, you wouldn't have women be eyewitnesses. So that's one of the reasons why I know the Bible, by the Bible's account on Jesus Christ resurrecting, to be true. And that's something Jesus Christ has risen. We serve, well, if we're Christians, we serve a risen Lord. Thank you.